Hey,
How you doing, fella?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Not so bad. Thank you so much for delaying by half an hour. I do really appreciate that. Just something came up and I had to nip out the house briefly, so
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
that's fantastic. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, smashing. All right, let's jump straight in because you're probably about 23 hours ahead in one of these strange foreign countries and weird time zones and stuff, so I don't want to keep you up past your bedtime. Um, we spoke about a year ago, almost exactly a year back, actually. It was
Yeah, I
just
remember. Yeah,
Yeah, just before All About the Dreams came out. Sorry, All Out the Dreams came out. So the album's been out for just over a year, came out February last year.
yeah, yeah.
Mm. How's that been going? What's the reception been like? What were the reviews like? Are you happy?
Yeah, yeah. I'm really happy here. People seem to dig the record. The review's been great, and people. I don't know if it's a good thing, but people just come up to us and say that they like this record more than the other ones, like the last one. So I guess that's good. I like them both, but yeah, people seem to dig it. I think like it's a sound that's closer to how we sound live.
Mhm.
So I think people like that, the more metallic punk edge to it. And we really love it ourselves. So yeah, we're happy.
That's the important thing. You always make music for you first.
Yeah, yeah, most def.
Yeah. So are you still Lars Ulrich's favorite new band, or has he found a new one yet?
Well, I probably found a new one, but he hasn't told anybody. So until he says otherwise, I guess we're his favorite new band, which we should be, of course. So yeah, yeah, yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
There's one question I didn't actually ask you last time. It's a very obvious one, and you've probably been asked it before. But what does Bokassa mean? Does it have a meaning, or is it just a nice word that you like the sound of?
Oh, yeah, it's the last name of the African dictator Jean Bokassa,
Hmm.
which was not a very nice person to say at least. It came about from me and Olaf had read the same books, and lyrical wise, we were like touching upon dictators had just one day after having like shitloads of different band names that we didn't fancy. He just said, "What about Bokassa?" And I just said, like literally in the middle of rehearsal, I said, "Sure." And that's basically why we're called Bokassa. We didn't plan on becoming a band that was known outside of Trondheim. So if we did, we would probably have a more political correct band name than an African dictator, but we didn't think consequences
Yeah.
like
You never do you? I mean, you've got
no.
yeah, Electric Callboy. They had a similar issue. Obviously, they changed their name. They became
Yeah, I
massive.
can see what Eskimo cowboy, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
they made the right decision when they became big and went, you know what, we kind of do have to do this, don't we? And it was yeah, they did, and they did the right thing. Absolutely, it's tricky.
yeah, yeah, it is tricky. Yeah, I still feel like you know, it probably would have been a safer bet, but a more boring name if we called us up like the Tigers or something like that, like some very generic stuff. But like for us, it also kind of made sense because it could be to some offensive, but most people don't know what it is.
Mhm.
And so also it kind of is one of those atrocities that people in the West never hear about. So in that case, it's kind of like a reminder for those stuff. But it is what it is. We're called that name, and we felt at the time that was fitting with our lyrical content as well, and I still do.
Yeah,
I still think because it's not the name is not Bukasa is cool. It's just
yes,
it's just the last name. So yeah,
this is true. And not the only band with a famous person as a name either. I mean, there's a few out there. Franz Ferdinand is the one that just springs to mind. I mean, obviously not a dictator, but still a famous
yeah,
person in history that many people will go, "Who's Franz Ferdinand?" And then you look it up and you learn something. Yeah, and there's nothing
yeah,
wrong with that.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Um, the reason that we are chatting in a minute is last year was all about an album. This year it's all about the fact you're hitting the UK for 8 or 9 dates, starting on April the 11th. Um,
Yeah,
so that's quite the it's fairly back to back as well. You've got everything's just all crammed in there over the days. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's our first headlining tour in the UK since 2021.
Hmm.
We did one which was just straight after, like during the pandemic, I guess, but
Yeah.
Britain was like the only places that had stuff open, I remember, because we had to cancel Ireland and the rest of Europe, but we did the European, no, we did the British dates, but we haven't done a headline show since. We've been there, of course, with therapy and we play download, but not the headline show. So we're really excited to do that again, and hopefully people will come see us this time as well.
Yeah. So what can people expect from a Bokassa show then? What are you going to throw at us this time?
I mean, it's going to be energetic and it's going to be tight and aggressive and everything you want in a punk metal show, and probably a lot of joking from stage from me and Olav as we tend to do. And it's Ola's first time with us in the UK, so maybe he'll say something from the mic as well.
Are there any places you're playing which you've not played before?
Yes, several actually. I think it's just maybe just three places we've
Hmm.
played before on that tour. It's London, Manchester, and Glasgow.
Yeah.
I think rest are new. Like we have Nottingham, Dover, and Swansea, and I think Bournemouth. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
mm, almost everything is new. That's kind of, I don't know if it's a good thing or what it is, but every time we come back to the UK, we always have new places. Sometimes I think, why won't we just go back to the other? But we always add some new places, so it's cool to see to see other parts of the UK.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you play, you'll always have somebody saying, "Why aren't you playing that little bit closer to where I live to save me traveling for 5 more minutes?"
Yeah, yeah, every
That's a
time,
British
every
thing.
time.
That's very much a British thing. I'm not in any way, shape, or form pinpointing Slayer because they're only playing flipping London and Cardiff and somewhere else down south when they're touring the UK later this year,
Yeah, yeah.
which is about 1,000 mile round trip for me. So yeah, I'm not bothering with that one. But not for you are playing Glasgow, which is about a 3 mile round trip for me. So I will probably turn up at the at Audio.
Oh, nice.
I think I want to say the 15th, but for anybody who's interested, if you're on our website, just look up the dates will be there. And if you're on YouTube, I'll put in the comments or something. So everybody will know what the dates are for the upcoming tour. I know April
Nice.
11th is the first one. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, that's Dover. That one I remember because I've been to Dover before because the boat from France is there. So we laid over there one I think maybe 2019 or something. So
yeah.
I've had some Indian food in Dover. That's
Mhm.
and I took a beer at a local pub. Maybe they have several pubs, but I found one pub at least. So it'll be cool.
That was actually interesting because I looked at the list and Dover's the one that stands out because nobody ever plays Dover. And I'm sure the people who live near Dover will be really pleased. They're like, yes, someone's playing here, which is really cool.
I
Um,
thought that myself because I was when they gave us the list with dates. When I
mhm.
saw Dover, I was thinking, huh, I never knew because I just know it as that town with the ferry.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like, hey, if it's a place no one plays, then we usually play
Yeah,
it.
oh, it's great. I mean,
Yeah,
the people who live there will normally have to travel miles to go to somewhere else, so they'll be really pleased, and it'll be somebody else's job to come to them for a change, which is it's always.
yeah, nice, nice.
So who are you bringing with you? Who's on the tour with you?
We have some support from Mother Vulture
Excellent. Yeah.
on all dates, so that would be pretty cool. And I don't think there's local support, but you never know. Sometimes they just put some cool bands on, so that would be
Yeah.
we're very excited.
Yeah, I'll double check Glasgow because the chap who organises the Glasgow gigs, Hamilton, who looks after the venue playing, he routinely does put a local support band on. He's very very good for that.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so fingers crossed there'll be obviously Mother Vulture on all the dates and certainly Glasgow. I'd be surprised if there isn't a third band on the bill for that one as well. And
Yeah.
it'll be a local band as well because they always are. It's always nice to see. Um, so. I'm going to do something a little bit different now. We've talked about the tour, we've talked about the album. I've given you all the questions you normally get. All right. Um, how's your trivia? How's your knowledge of your home country?
Of my home country.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not that bad, but I don't know.
If it makes you feel any more competitive, the last band I did this with were from Denmark, and the three bands before I did it with were from Sweden.
Okay, okay.
So not that I'm trying to like pressure you into like beating the Swedes again or anything like that, but
I mean, I hopefully do better than Denmark at least. You know, that would be
you've all done
nice.
okay. So this should be moderately easy questions, but like any trivia question, is easy if you know the answer. Um,
Yeah.
but you mentioned that you guys are based in Trondheim, which is not a surprise. It's the biggest city in your country, or the most populous. Um, so you'll find this one quite easy. There are 19 counties in Norway. Which county is Trondheim in?
Oh, Trøndelag.
Trondheim. There we go. Very, very easy.
Yeah.
There'll be easy ones. I've not made them easy just because you're from Norway and we like Norway, I promise.
Okay.
This one, what's the highest mountain in Norway?
Oh, probably Galdhøpiggen, yeah.
Yep, and you pronounced it far better than I ever would. It's 2,469 meters, and it's also the tallest mountain in Northern Europe.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
There is an alternative possible answer. Glittertund?
Ah, Glittertind. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's apparently taller during the winter because it gets a glacier on top, but you don't count a glacier because it's not permanent.
True.
So for
True.
a few months a year, it actually is taller, which is quite interesting.
Hmm.
Um, Next one. Got a couple of history questions coming up. So we're giving you your geography there. Moving to history. Who was the first king after uniting Norway? So once you united Norway together, who was the first king of Norway?
Was oh uh, Nei, det var kristne. I'm saying Harald Hårfagre.
Would that be
No.
Harold Fairhair in English?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well done. Yep. He was
Is it?
the
Oh,
first
shit.
king of he united Norway and was the first king of what is now effectively Norway.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. Well
Yeah, they
done.
have monuments of him, like some stone, no, some swords,
Mhm.
because he Christian Norway, I believe.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
There you go. Lucky guess. That's it. Always have a guess. You never know. You might get it right.
Yeah.
This one's probably a little bit more. It's more recent. Should be a bit easier. In what year did Norway gain its independence from Sweden?
Well, 1814?
No,
No.
no. More recent. More
No.
recent than that, according to these couple of websites I looked at, and in which case I apologize. I always apologize in case I've got these wrong because obviously I'm going from research online.
1903?
Oh, 1905.
Oh, 1905. Okay.
Yep. I thought that'd be the kind of thing they teach you in schools and make you sing songs about and stuff.
Probably because 1814, that's when we did our our independence Declaration of Independence. I probably thought that, but okay, 1905, man, uh, that's not that long ago.
It isn't really when you think about it. I mean, well, now you look at it's over a century, so it's 120 years, but it's still wow. It's
Yeah, but Denmark also didn't Denmark also have Norway for a long time? There
hmm.
was some stuff there because we had some Danish. I don't know.
You know what? That's an interesting thing to look up. So for anybody watching, if you're interested in your history of that area of the world, um, there's a lot of history there. Probably what mid 19th into early 20th century. Plenty to look up there. Uh,
Yeah, because I know I think the king fled to Denmark. There was something there, but I don't remember now.
that rings a bell as well. I think I've read about something like that a while ago. Yeah,
Yeah, there was something.
I'll go
Yeah,
do some research later on anyway. Um,
yeah.
the last one. This one's an interesting one, and this is down to your knowledge of literature, but not necessarily Norwegian literature. Which science fiction character designed Norway's lovely crinkly edges and the fjords?
Which science fiction character designed
Designed
Norway?
designed the fjords around Norway. He said they had lovely crinkly edges.
Oi. Literature. Science fiction character designed Norway.
Yeah, specifically the
Ah.
fjords. He liked fjords.
Oh, you mean like you mean Norrøn mythology? You mean like mythology,
Nope,
like Nordic gods?
nope. This is a
No.
science fiction character from a novel from the late 1970s. It happens to be one of my favorite books. As soon as I saw Norway, I thought I'm gonna have to chuck this question in.
I mean, is it something like oh, it's what's that called? The one with Martin Freeman that was based on.
Oh, good grief. Yes. Martin Freeman was in the film version. Yes.
Yeah, what's it called again? I don't know the character's name, but
It's not it's an
the
unusual.
answer, the one they have that, what's the answer to life, and it's a number or something like that.
Oh, good. I'm gonna give you a half mark for that because you have
Okay.
on it the character's name is Slarty Bartfast.
Okay. Yeah.
And the book in the film was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's, yes, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah. Okay.
Seriously, I am. You know, given how difficult that was, if you've not read the books, I'm giving that's a mark. I'm giving you a point for that. That was
Okay. Thanks.
very well
Nice.
figured out. The fact you know that Martin Freeman was in the rather awful film version, but I go read the books. Far better. Far better.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
But yeah, I think in Norway. What else do I know about Norway? Oh yeah, fjords. Oh, lovely crinkly edges. I've read that book so many times. I can recite paragraphs of it.
Oh, nice, nice.
But let's say, yeah, four out of five. Didn't quite get the 1905 one, but that answer is
Yeah, yeah.
I'll research that a bit more. Actually, I'm interested now. But yeah, 4 out of 5. That's not bad. 80%.
No. Was it better than the Danish?
Let me have a quick check. That was Mirza from Siamese. I would say on a par. Yes, as one of the answers he gave was a little bit short, but I think I gave him it as well. So he got 4.5, 5 as well. So I'll say it's a draw between you and the Danes there.
Okay, okay. That works.
Yeah. Jørn, thank you again so much for bearing with me. We look forward to seeing you hit our shores in 4 weeks, give or take, 3.5, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
A very intense bunch of dates. And I'm pretty sure we'll turn up at the Glasgow show and be shouting at you and be shouted at by you guys as well.
Awesome. See you there, man. Thanks for having me.
Sure will do, yes. And hopefully I'll see you around. Get your pint at the Glasgow show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent, man.
Fantastic. All right, we'll see you later.
Bye. Bye.
Cheers, Jørn. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
This episode is copyright The Moshful Times, introductory music by Elliot Alderman Broom, and any music used throughout the episode is copyright to the original performers and creators.